Okay, there are 5 types of chemical reactions that I want to talk about today in this video. The first is a combination reaction where you have 2 separate things that combine into one thing. So, such as silicon and oxygen combining to make silicon dioxide. So this is 2 things coming together, just real simple. Decomposition reactions is the opposite of that happening. So you have one thing that is coming apart into 2 or more things. Hydrogen peroxide going to water, and oxygen is another example of that. Then we have single displacement reactions. So here I've given an example of C plus D and E. C kicks out E, and you end up getting C and D is like E. So imagine this is like those little, pendulums that swing. So imagine 3 things, one's coming in, one's getting kicked out. So that might be easier, okay? A double displacement reaction happens when these 2 break apart and recombine, okay? So here C and D with E and F. C and F are recombining here, and D and E are recombining here, okay? And next comes a combustion reaction. So here's where some type of hydrocarbon, usually, although you can have other things in it, for right now all you need to worry about is hydrocarbon. So carbon and hydrogen combines with oxygen gas to produce CO2, water, and heat. This is a standard reaction. This happens when you burn propane in your grill, and when you burn wood. What differs is how much of the carbon and hydrogen you have and how that reaction gets balanced, which we're going to talk about next in the next lesson. Excuse me. Okay, next is an oxidation-reduction reaction. Oxidation-reduction reactions are harder to understand. So, an oxidation is a loss of electrons. A reduction reduces the overall charge of a given species by gaining electrons. So I like to say, use the acronym LEO, the lion goes grr. Okay. Loss of electrons is oxidation. Gain of electrons is reduction, because it's so much more fun to go grr than it is to do anything else, right? So loss of electrons is oxidation. This would be an oxidation. You have the electrons over here, and then you don't have them because they're separated over here. Okay. Versus a reduction is a gain of electrons. So you're adding in the electrons over here, so it's gaining these electrons, and you end up with a negative charge. So the negative charge is why we call it a reduction. Okay. There's a worksheet for this that I would highly suggest that you use, and I'm going to make the next video separate because it's balancing equations. Thank you very much.